Hi, in this 5-minute video, I'm going to show you how to find the derivative of a function using the limits definition of derivative. So in this example right here, we are asked to find dy over dx. It means derivative of y in terms of x. Of this guy right here, y equals x squared. So in our previous video, we have learned that the limits definition of derivative, allow me to zoom in this out, is given by, so it's usually denoted as f prime of x, meaning derivative of f of x, and it's the limit of f of x plus delta x, the change in x, minus f of x all over delta x as delta x, this guy and this guy, approaches 0. So paano natin gagamitin itong limits definitions paghanap ng derivative nitong x squared? So the idea is to remember that y is also the same as f of x. Meaning to say, if we're asked to plug in f of x, we're going to put the entire function x squared dito. Medyo tricky lang dito sa limits definition is this part sa numerator, yung f of x plus delta x. Pero ang idea lang is you replace every x dun sa function with x plus delta x. So this is how it works. Let's use the same notation. Dy over dx is equal to f of x plus delta x would be this thing squared. Kasi papalitan lang natin yung x nito. So lalagyan natin sa numerator is x plus delta x squared and then subtracted by f of x, which is the entire thing, divided by delta x as it is. Of course, huwag natin kalimutan, we're still applying the limit operator, so hindi natin dapat iwanan yun. So this is the limit operator. Yan, delta x. And then, since we have this binomial squared in the numerator, you need to do something about it. Kailangan mo yan expand. Lagyan natin approaches as delta x approaches 0. So expand natin yan, we're still writing the limits operator. Hanggat hindi mo ina-apply yan, you need to keep on writing this. So this is a binomial being multiplied to itself. You can use the FOIL method, but the quickest way is, of course, to remember that the expanded version would be the square of the first term, which is x squared, twice of the product ng terms natin, which is 2 times x plus delta x. And then, of course, yung last term yan would be the last term squared. So delta x squared. Then, meron pa tayong minus x squared. Do not forget about that. And in the denominator, we have delta x. So, notice, mabilis na makakancel yung x squared kasi sinubtract siya sa sarili niya. And what would be left would be 2x delta x plus delta x squared in the numerator. Para makancel din natin in delta x sa denominator, we can actually factor out delta x sa numerator. At merong matitirang 2x plus another delta x here. Since yung delta x sa second term ay dalawa because of the exponent 2. So, nalis natin isa, may isang natira. Ito naman, nilis natin delta x, na iwan yung 2x. And then, of course, in the denominator, we still have delta x. Hindi pa natin ina-apply yung limit, so sulat pa rin natin yan. Now, if you want to keep going, notice makakancel na yung delta x, numerator and the denominator. So we'll only have 2x plus delta x. Now we're ready to use and apply the limit operator. It says that ano daw yung limit as delta x, this guy, siya na lang natitirang delta x, approaches 0. And as you know, madalas natin ginagawang strategy dyan is to just assume that delta x is equal to 0. So we plug in 0 in place of delta x. Ano magiging itsura ng function natin? That will be 2x plus 0 or simply 2x. Si 2x ngayon yung derivative ng ating original function na si x squared. So that's how you use the limits definition of derivative sa paghanap ng derivative ng kahit na anong function.